Quiet Place Part 2 is directed by John Krasinski and was also written by him solely. There were two other writers for the first film, but now he is the sole credited writer of the second film. And this time around, after the events of the first Quiet Place, the family had to venture off into the unknown. And they have to figure out who is alive out there. How are they going to survive now? Because they can't live in their house anymore. It's been destroyed. But they're able to find a way to kill these aliens that have came from the sky. So they're trying to figure out how to get to more people who are in dire need of help. And so it's that continuation of this. Okay, I'm trying to be vague as possible because the trailers were very vague about what's going on. You could probably get an idea with Cillian Murphy's character in the film, who does a great job, by the way. But the trailers still did not give you the entire meat of everything. So I'm trying to be as vague as possible because coming out of this film, out of the theater for the first time in such a long time, man, I was surprised. This film was marvelous. In my opinion, this is much better than the first, and I really loved the first Quiet Place. I thought it was an extremely intense and thrilling film. It proved that PG-13 horror movies especially can be frightening, and the characters were so well realized and developed throughout the story. And this film continues what that first film does best. Good characterizations. You still feel for the families this time around, and you care about them even more so here, because now they're in uncharted territory. I mean, it is charted. I mean, they know their ways around because they lived in the area, but now they can't follow the sand path. They have to go beyond it. And what we explore beyond that sand path is pretty interesting. The movie builds its world very well, and what it establishes here was able to not feel out of place or retcon anything that came before in the first film. In fact, it adds to that first film and makes the entire experience watching these two together, it feels like a logical continuation. Like the first film wasn't just self-contained, it's trying to lead up towards something big. And so I admire that part about the writing, especially the intense moments with the aliens. This is even more intense than the first film. There are two sequences in the middle and the end of the film where it's just some of the best moments I've seen in a horror movie. The intensity and tension and the way John Krasinski was able to direct and helm those sequences, it was just marvelous. I knew that he was going to bring something special to this movie. I didn't know it was going to be something this special. I genuinely was scared out of my mind. Not like in I am screaming a whole lot, but my body was still. I was gripping my seat. I was as quiet as I possibly could. It was that well done. Emily Blunt and the kids all do a great job. Cillian Murphy, who plays a new character, and as someone who knows this family from before, he does a great job and is one of the standouts of this film. But it's the kids here this time around that actually gets the forefront, and their storylines and their struggles that they go through in this movie as individuals felt something unique. It felt like something that is passionate, that John Krasinski wanted to tell. This movie is basically about the kids, is what I'm trying to say, without trying to be spoiler heavy. And their development and how their character arcs conclude at the end just made the entire experience feel like it is special. And it made the film feel like it is unique. And it was basically what stitched together this entire piece of art. The kids here were great. I loved them. Go see A Quiet Place Part 2. It's worth your time, and I'm going to give it an A. Thank you guys so much for watching. People like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.